Hello, in this video I'm going to go over my Shadow's Whisper build being used for the Dark Brotherhood missions, and I'm going to display how easy this build makes these missions for you. So if you haven't seen the previous two videos in the series, I will link those in the description. The first one being the overview of the build, how it's specifically set up and all that. And then part two was going over the Thieves Guild missions on how to complete those missions, the heists and the daily missions and whatnot, and how the activities for that can be completed easily. And so for this one, I'm going to display the Dark Brotherhood missions being done in this video. So just to go over where you find the Dark Brotherhood, you need to come to the Gold Coast, which is, if you're going on the geographical main continent here, it's on the west coast here, just north of Malabel Tor in the Aldemary Dominion, and just west of Westweald. And then you'll notice there's a hand mark right here in the northern section of Gold Coast. So the best way to get to the Dark Brotherhood area is to go to the Gold Coast Wayshrine, which is pretty much dead center of the land. And then you're going to travel straight north to come to the Dark Brotherhood. When you get here to the main room here, if you go to the left, here's where you get your daily jobs, the marked for death jobs. These are pretty easy. They're just usually going to a certain area in the game, and you have contracts to murder 3 citizens. These don't port you to somewhere like the heists do, but this next type of mission will port you away, and so it's important to pick up that other one first if that's what you're wanting to do. Otherwise, this one will port you away. Just to give you a little bit more of a layout, when you're doing the story missions for the Dark Brotherhood, they will probably likely take you up into this area to interact with NPCs and complete story missions for this. This is where you're probably going to get most of your story missions. But when you want to complete the actual dailies and the Black Sacraments and whatnot, those are just back here at the beginning, like I showed you. So we're going to go pick up a Black Sacrament mission, and we're going to teleport into the area and complete that. And we're going to, before we pick up the mission, I'm going to go over something really quickly that I neglected to talk about. Um, in just a minute, I'll cover that. But there is an alternate mission here, like you do with some of the other chapter stuff or whatnot. There are always kind of overland collectibles. The Litany of Blood. This is a contract of, you go around to several different areas in the game. They're all base game areas, and you murder a specific NPC in the area. The easiest way to say who they are always a noble, and they have a white eye. I would highly recommend looking up a guide online to tell you exactly who it is that you need to cover for this part, because it's a lot easier once you know who you're looking for to locate those people. But that will give you an achievement and uh, I believe it's a memento. If you go to the journal, the achievements, and you go to Dark Brotherhood, gives you a title and a memento. Oh no, that's the Bane of. Okay, so the Litany gives you a title and a polymorph. I'm sorry. So you get the Executioner title and the polymorph. And if you want to see what that polymorph looks like, real quickly, we'll go into the collection and appearance and polymorph, and it's right here. So kind of a Halloween style polymorph there. If you want to look a little creepy, there you go. Kind of a neat looking polymorph. But anyway, we're going to pick up the Black Sacrament here. Now, really quickly, something I didn't cover in the last video to highlight. Really important on this build that you put poisons on your weapons, because one of the achievements for the Black Sacraments, pretty much most of the time, if not all the time, you have to poison one of the targets. And how you do that is you have to hit them with the poison active on your bar. And so that's how you kill the enemies with the poison target. So now that we know that, we're going to pick up the mission here from Speaker Terenus. Okay, and so basically, how the Black Sacraments work, you basically have two targets traditionally, and one of them is the main target, and one of them is the optional target. And so what we're going to do is, as soon as you open this door and go into the area, that's kind of when your timer starts. And as you see up there on the top right corner here, the main target is to kill Mabogalobesh, or however you say that, and that's the one that you have to poison. Now, when you kill that person, that's when your timer starts for when the overseer is going to arrive. So basically, what you want to do is you want to handle the other target first. That way, you have time to get to the other one beforehand. So what we're going to do is we're just going to locate the other one, Nalasi Orethi, and because I'm wearing my stealth build like this, the only thing I need to worry about are these lantern guys right here. They're basically the only one that's going to cause a problem for me in this build. And so as soon as I can figure out a way to get around these guys just like this, then I can just, as you can see, I can walk right out in the open next to these other normal guys, and it's not a problem. So what I want to do here is I want to follow this pathway here, and my target is straight up ahead on the left up there. You can see him walking. And once you get close enough, you'll be able to see a Black Sacrament hand. You can see it right there up ahead. So what I need to do to get around this lantern guy is I need to hide in this barrel. And somewhat of a nerve-wracking thing, because you think, oh man, I'm taking a long time to do this. But really what it is you have to avoid the shadow banish guys that have the lanterns at all costs, because if they see you, then you basically get a debuff on you that you cannot go into stealth, and you can really rack up the alert ticker there that's on the right hand side of the screen. And so it's really important to make sure that you avoid that part. So I'm just going to Blade of Woe this guy, just like that. And then my other target is actually right below me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over the rail here and get down below. And I'm going to avoid this lantern walker while I do it. And as long as I stay outside of that ring, I should be okay. So I have poisons equipped on both bars here. Okay, so I completed the killing her with poison. So now all I have to do is get out of the zone before the overseer arrives. And as long as I don't get 5 alerts, would help if I get into stealth there. Very important to make sure that you're in hidden status and don't do like I just did there. But as long as you stay in hidden status, you should be fine. I recommend just jumping over the wall here like this, because you've got a minute left, which is, it seems like you don't have a lot of time, but it's a lot more time than you think. So as long as you don't alert 5 times, then you keep that objective, and you want to make sure that you poison one of the enemies like that, and then you want to kill the alternate target first. That way the timer doesn't start early, and you can get your perfect sacrament. And we'll figure that out here as soon as we turn in the mission. It will tell you whether or not you've completed all the objectives. Right here, you've returned. The target has been eliminated. I completed all your challenges. So as long as it says that right there, then you'll have your perfect sacrament. And that's how you do that. So this will tick through the mission completing, and there's the achievement, 7th Sacrament. And so what we can do there is we can come into the achievements, and we can look at so you have to do 5 of these to get the perfect sacrament achievement. And as you can see, I just got the one there. This is not something I have done a whole lot of. So you can see how easy that was. There's a whole list here of all the sacraments that you can get. You can complete each one of these, and then you'll get the Blackest sacrament achievement. And then the daily jobs where you go around, you can just kill innocent people in Kvatch and Anvil. These are the 2 main cities in Gold Coast. Anvil's right here, and Kvatch is over here, so it's kind of a twin cities situation. You kill 20 innocent people in each of those cities, you'll also get an achievement there for that. But there are all kinds of Black Sacrament, Dark Brotherhood achievements that you can do with this build. And as I displayed there, really easy to get a perfect score on those. So the other one that I have to do is in Glenumbra. So I'm just going to port to Glenumbra. This is just the normal overland everyday mission that you pick up to do. It's a daily for the Dark Brotherhood, and it'll give you a specific area to go murder innocent, or I should say, they are innocent, because you have to turn off your setting to harm innocents in order to do these. That's one thing to keep in mind. Um, but I always like to just put a marker where I need to go, and then we'll just run over here on our horse. Thank God for the mounts that can swim now. That's a great add-on to the game. We'll run over to the city here, and we'll just take out 3 innocent people. And again, you'll see how easy it is to take care of this type of a mission. All right, so I have a bounty active on me right now, so I have to figure out where I have to be inside this ring here. And the people that you have to kill are the ones that have the yellow headers over them, and the ones that are not a guard. So this guy down here with the broom, I can take him out. You just get behind him, hit the Blade of Woe. You have to be crouched in order to do that. I should say that. But as long as you're not visible, you can just Blade of Woe them like this. And once you get your Dark Brotherhood up high enough, there is a really good skill point to put in. This Shadow Rider, or excuse me, the shadowy. This one here is gives you major expedition after you kill an enemy, but then the other one, the chapter, or excuse me, the CP node, this Shadow Strike is really great because it makes you invisible for 5 seconds, so it gives you another extra little, in case you were possibly going to be seen by somebody, then you can get away really quickly. But we're going to take this guy out here, and that'll be our third mission objective. And so then I'm just going to port out of here. I always like to go to Northern Elsewhere because this will take you right next to the Rimmon Wayshrine. Really easy to use that as a port to go where you need to. Or you can just port to a guildie or somebody else's house and walk out the door. But this is a great one because this takes you right to the Wayshrine is right outside if you port outside the house. So then we're going to go to the Wayshrine in Gold Coast now, the Gold Coast Wayshrine, and we will ride north back into the Dark Brotherhood. And we will turn in this final mission. And as you can see, it's very easy to get these done. Even if you're not experienced with it, as long as you understand the pattern of how these are done, this build makes it a lot easier to handle. And another thing you can do if you're struggling with the Black Sacrament missions themselves, okay, and that's how you turn those in. This guy has, you can pick these up. I believe there's like 6 of them per day you can do. And then you can only do 1 Black Sacrament a day from the speaker guy up here. But what I would recommend that you do if you have trouble with the sacraments, what you can do is just practice it, and then you can abandon it, travel out somewhere, go do something for a couple minutes, and it will reset, and then you can pick it up again, and then you'll have the lay of the land, and you'll know exactly where you need to go. That way, it'll help you get a better score on your mission. But this build will easily improve your performance on those, and so that should help a lot in getting those achievements done. But I'm going to end the video here. Going to call out one quick thing on my channel. If you go to my YouTube channel and check out my other content, I have all of my videos organized in playlists on my channel. If you go down to my created playlists, all of my stuff is organized and separated out by subject. So check those out if you're interested in my content. If you thought this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I make new content. And check out my ESO songs that I have created with AI programs. They're a lot of fun to listen to. They are unique. They have original lyrics to them, and they are original music. And they are about the Elder Scrolls Online. So if you like this game, trust me, I believe there's at least a few songs on there that you will like. They're really fun to listen to. Some of the older ones where I was still learning on how to make the videos are not so great, but I would sign off on all the songs being fun to listen to. So keep that in mind. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.